She was only 7 when her world fell apart. Her parents died in a car crash on a rainy October night, and with no close family left, custody was given to Daniel, her father's oldest friend, a man he'd once called a brother. At first, Daniel and his wife took her in with open arms. She had a warm bed, a packed school lunch every morning, and someone to say goodnight. For a grieving child, it felt like safety, like family. But as the years passed, things began to change. Daniel's wife was often away working late shifts, and the house, once filled with soft voices and light, grew quieter. Heavier. By the time she was 13, she noticed how Daniel's eyes lingered longer than they used to. At first, she told herself she was imagining it. He was just protective, just concerned. But then came the comments, subtle, wrapped in false compliments. "You're growing up so fast. You look just like your mother did at that age. You should be careful who sees you dressed like that." She started wearing baggier clothes, started locking her bedroom door. But the feeling never left her that he was watching her in a way no father figure should. On her 15th birthday, he gave her a necklace. A delicate silver chain with a tiny heart pendant. "Because you're special," he said, his hand resting on her shoulder too long, his voice too soft. She thanked him, smiled politely, and never worried again. The worst part wasn't what he did. It was how he made her question herself. Was she imagining things? Was she being ungrateful? It wasn't until she turned 18 and told him she was leaving for college that the mask slipped. His warmth vanished, replaced by cold anger. He said she was abandoning him, that he had given her everything, that she owed him more than this. That was the moment she saw the truth, crystal clear, without excuses or confusion. She wasn't his daughter. She had never been. She left that same night with a bag in one hand and a quiet scream buried in her chest. She never looked back. Years later, she became a therapist for young girls. Girls who needed someone to believe them. Girls who had grown up in homes that were never as safe as they seemed. And whenever she feels guilt creep in, she reminds herself, you don't owe love to those who poison it.